In today's video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about the top 10 worst type of players we encounter in Grand Theft Auto Online. So a lot of this list is coming from my own personal experience and what I've seen over the last 4 or 5 years, and also what a lot of you guys have told me your experience has been like with the player base of Grand Theft Auto Online. So with all the way, let's not waste any more time and let's jump into it. All right, at the number 1 spot today, we've got the modder. So this is typically something that you're going to see on PC, at least more maliciously, but we've still seen stuff like this on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, where players are able to manipulate some of the stunt props that you see in races and place them strategically around the map. However, on PC, you'll see modders trapping people in cages. You'll see them lighting them on fire, trapping them in a certain part of the map. Basically, it's just really easy to mod in Grand Theft Auto Online, and Rockstar hasn't done a lot to stop it. Yes, they've done ban waves, and yes, they've tried to update their anti-cheater system, but clearly, as you guys know, that really hasn't worked. And over the last couple of years, we've seen modders try and take over the Grand Theft Auto Online lobbies. Now, some modders are good. I will say that. Aren't all of them aren't bad apples, but a lot of them do some pretty malicious stuff that really has an impact on the population and the player base of online, and players that just simply don't want to be bothered at all. And the bad part about it is sometimes it's really impossible to detect a modder is even in your session unless they start affecting you, which is kind of unfortunate because you really can't avoid them. And the only way to get away from them is to just join another lobby and hope one isn't there as well. The number 2 spot today, the griefer. So the griefer is someone that takes advantage of any and every opportunity to destroy and kill players in Grand Theft Auto Online. Now, typically, you will see a griefer attack another individual or group of individuals when they are doing something related to their businesses or making money in Grand Theft Auto Online. Unfortunately, Rockstar contributes to the griefer mentality. They offer minor incentives like cash and RP bonuses for destroying others' hard work and cargo crates. And of course, the griefers could say it's very satisfying to do that and they're only doing what the game is telling them to do. But it's so frustrating. You spend all your time gathering crates or gathering up supply, and then you get in some defenseless vehicle like a UPS truck or a really slow motorcycle, and you're told to go to the other side of the map where griefers have access to an arsenal of weaponized vehicles and, an assortment of weapons where they can destroy you in one shot. It really is unfortunate and it really is unfair. Again, Rockstar contributes to this sort of behavior because they make you do all this sort of stuff in public sessions where griefers can reign and they can pretty much do whatever they want, which makes them one of the worst types of players that you can have in Grand Theft Auto Online because it really hurts you right in your wallet. The number 3 spot today, I'm calling the Heist Hustler. The Heist Hustler is someone that wants to get involved in the finale of a heist mission, and this has been ever increased with the addition of the late 2017 DLC, the Doomsday Heist. A Heist Hustler will want to join your finale and request an exorbitant amount of the cut, like if someone that had been involved in the entire setup process. If you join at the very end, you are getting the bare minimum amount compared to what me and my other friends have gotten since we've been involved in the heist since the startup. I love people that try and argue this. Like, you just got invited to the finale. Don't expect to get an even cut like the rest of us that have just spent the last hour to hour and a half doing all the preps and setup missions. That's not how it's going to work. Unfortunately, you kind of have to rely on randoms in a case like this, and luckily with the Doomsday Heist, they allow you to do it with less than 4 players. You can do it with 2 or 3, which of course is great news, but there's always that Heist Hustler out there that's trying to get a little bit more for really not doing a whole lot of work at all. They are one of the worst types of players in online. The number 4 spot today, I'm calling Smoke Alarm Stewie. Smoke Alarm Stewie is the guy that always has his mic on in the Grand Theft Auto Online lobbies, and you constantly hear this. Now, the reason this happens is because Smoke Alarm Stewie probably doesn't have a good mic or has the gain set on it incredibly high. And because of that, you can hear everything that goes on in his house or around where they're playing. That means music, that means eating Dorito chips, and of course, that annoying smoke alarm beep that you hear every 30 seconds. And it's so frustrating trying to find the player who's making the noise and trying to mute them in the lobby. Now, luckily, you can mute a player like Smoke Alarm Stewie, but the process of trying to find one is incredibly annoying, along with all the other things they bring by having a bad microphone. The number 5 spot today, I'm calling the unhelpful associate. So a lot of times, if you don't have friends or crew members on, you're going to have to rely on other players in the lobby to maybe help you sell some cargo or help you do something in regards to your biker business, CEO stuff, or VIP stuff. And when you rely on some random players, sometimes you get not so helpful ones. Like, for example, if you're sourcing 3 crates and it's you, your friend, and one other person, you and your friend both go get the 2 crates, but the unhelpful associate goes off and does his own thing and then doesn't come and help you at all. It's incredibly frustrating because you can't kick them while the mission is still going on, and it makes you do another run, which of course makes you waste more time and be more inefficient, which means you're not going to be making as much money as quickly. The unhelpful associate is incredibly tough to predict because you can't really tell if someone's going to help you out. And a lot of times those unhelpful associates will end up leaving halfway through, and then you're just sort of stuck in the same position you started at, which is so unfortunate. Luckily, a player like this is pretty preventable if you have friends or crew members on, but sometimes you have to just go with a random, and sometimes you'll get unlucky and get the unhelpful associate. The number 6 spot, I'm calling the nuclear option player. So this is a new type of player that Rockstar essentially created on their own by adding the orbital cannon. This is a player that abuses the orbital cannon to solve all their battles and to fight every situation. Have a problem with someone that you can't beat in a 1v1? Orbital strike. Is a group of people minding their own business and doing a car show? Orbital strike. Is someone delivering cargo and minding their own business? You betcha, orbital strike them too. This is Rockstar's fault. It has created a new breed of player, those with their finger on the trigger, or finger on the button, I should say, ready to have the nuclear option at all times. I think that the orbital cannon is way overpowered just because it's $750,000. That doesn't stop anyone from doing that. And it's incredibly overpowered. It needs to have its limits. And because of that, it allows players to run wild, limitlessly blowing up pretty much anything and everything in their path. People like the nuclear option player have to be stopped. Unfortunately, Rockstar might be the only ones who can stop them. The number 7 spot today, the Squeaker. We all know a Squeaker, the guy with the really high voice, probably a lot younger than you are, and we've all been there. I was a Squeaker at once, but I knew my Squeaker limits, and I did not go around squawking my high voice to other players in the lobby. Instead, I stayed quiet or hung out with my other Squeaker brethren, and so we could bother each other with our own squeaky voices. But there's always someone in the lobby that has a much higher pitched voice than others, and it really makes you wonder how they were able to convince the guy at GameStop to sell them this game. Unfortunately, there's no way to really prevent stuff like this because GTA 5 is played by players of all ages. Maybe they borrowed it from their bigger brother. Maybe they tricked their parents into getting the game. And either way, there's always one guy in the lobby that just sounds like a tiny little violin squeaking over the mic. And it's very annoying to deal with. And like Smoke Alarm Stewie, it's kind of frustrating to go through the lobby trying to find who that person is so that you can ultimately mute them. The number 8 spot, the KD bragger. So this is someone that brags about their kill-death ratio to solve every single argument. And I've even stated, I think Rockstar should get rid of the KD ratio. I think it would make players play so much more happier and not worry about that, not spam bull shark testosterone and, worry about taking the easy way out when possible. I think KD ratio in a game like this really doesn't mean anything. Like, I can't tell you how many times I've been killed because I've been AFK, or I've killed players because they're AFK. It really doesn't show any sign of skill, at least in my opinion, especially when there's so much randomness in Grand Theft Auto. And there's so much to do in terms of vehicles, weapons, and things players could be doing. And there's nothing more annoying than someone trying to solve every single argument, no matter what the subject is, with, I've got a better KD ratio than you. It's like, I don't care. But so many people do, and it is so annoying to see that either posted all over message boards or in the in-game chat. It's just so frustrating. The number 9 spot today, the bounty hunter. This is someone that puts random bounties on you for no reason. And I don't know why. Like, this is one of the oldest features in the game, but they put $9,000 bounties on you. And this stinks because when this happens to you, you can't go in passive mode. You get this stupid red X on you on the map, and everyone and their mom and their dog have to feel like they want to chase you around the map. When I get a bounty put on me, I start like waving my hands in the air. I'm like, hey, look, me over here. Come kill me, please. So I can get this off me and I can go in passive mode or do whatever I want. It's annoying. The worst is when you get bounties from random NPCs, but it's even more obnoxious when there's someone in the lobby that, like, for whatever reason wants to waste $9,000 on you and put a giant bounty on your head. That's incredibly annoying, and I don't know why players have so much fun doing stuff like that. And at the number 10 spot today, I'm calling this player Et tu, Brute, which means even you, Brutus. And that refers to Brutus betraying Julius Caesar. These are players that will do missions with you, will become your associate and help you, but as soon as the mission is over or as soon as you get back into the main lobby, they instantly become your worst enemy and kill you. You guys all know this. When you finish a racing playlist or when you finish a contact mission, you get back into the lobby, you all spawn next to each other, and then it just becomes a civil war of who can kill each other. It's like, guys, 30 seconds ago, we were all saying how great of a job we were doing. Now we all want to go kill each other. What the heck is going on here? Why do players have to do that? Why can't we just all walk away peacefully and amicably and just enjoy the spoils of our success? Don't know why players got to do that, but they do, and it's very, very frustrating. But anyways, that right there is the top 10 worst types of players that you encounter in Grand Theft Auto Online. If you feel like I missed any, let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to hear from you guys down there. If you did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you like daily GTA 5 videos like this. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.